Hello there, water signs. This is Melissa with Enchanted Emerald bringing you your daily check-in for love. And so this is for my water signs for January 17th, 2023. And without further ado, we'll go ahead and jump right in. We're going to start here with Pisces. And so out of the traditional Rider-Waite deck, we have two cards coming up for Pisces. We have the Eight of Cups coming out with the Ace of Pentacles. Now, of course, when you look at the Eight of Cups, you are, in essence, going to be leaving a situation that no longer serves you, going out in search of your final two cups to find your true fulfillment, your true happiness. Now, I love the Eight of Cups. I say it every time it comes up. This is one of my favorite cards because who doesn't love being able to walk away from a situation that is no longer resonating with you and isn't serving you any longer? And you can see in the sky how the moon is there, but then it's going into the sun, right? Because we want to be standing under the sun, feeling that warmth and that sunshine and just feeling good overall. And so when we look at the Ace of Pentacles with that, that's moving into an energy of like this huge divine gift, right? Like this divine handout. So if you're ready for it, it's there for you. So what I feel with this for us, Pisces, is, this is really a chance to change your thinking, change your life type of thing, right? And I feel with this is really coming down to a whole situation being put to the test. The Love Romance Angels card that you got is let go of control issues. Okay, so allow this situation to unfold naturally. So what I'm feeling is this is, maybe you're in a situation, a relationship where or maybe a budding romance where you are just feeling like called to speak what's on your heart. Maybe you have formed some sort of a judgment towards someone and you are refusing to go any further based on principle, right? You have this strongly held belief and you are really rooted in that, right? And you feel that to be a fact. You feel it so strongly, you feel that to be a fact. And so I just feel that if you were to take a step back, use this more of like a hands-off approach, really let that unfold naturally, right? And not allow yourself to kind of impose those opinions or beliefs on another person without, having any sort of a hidden agenda, right? Really allowing yourself to keep the feelings of another at the forefront of all of your actions. I feel that things can work out in your favor. Now, I feel that this isn't going to be all roses. I feel like if you were in this budding romance, there could be time apart from this person. But I do see all this coming back together on this issue. But I do feel like it's really important to kind of like distinguish like reality and facts versus like what you feel very strongly in, what you feel to be fact, right? Like what you won't compromise on because you feel so strongly about a certain situation or an issue, right? And so I feel like as things unfold, you might find that you can come back together and find a compromise on this and make this work. But I think what it's about is really something has to change, something has to shift within this in order to be able to make it work. And so that's where it's kind of calling into question. We, can get in our head about things, and really, if you want something to work, there always has to be some sort of a compromise, right? And so if you are not willing to move on the issue, that's okay. That's okay. This could be your true Eight of Cups where you're walking away and then showing that you aren't compromising on that issue. Your love can step in, right? And I feel that strongly, right? This could be like a love from the past even. That's what I feel with that. It could be somebody that you are just like rekindling things with. And so I just feel that just one little thing, like one change, and then things will just like fall into place. And so that's a beautiful thing for you, Pisces. Moving into Cancer. Cancer, we have 2 cards for you too. We have the Strength card coming out with the Magician. Now, this is great energy. What I feel for you, Cancer, is, you know, I feel like in the past, definitely somebody wronged you, and you've had a lot of faith. Despite all of that, you've had a lot of faith. You've been very determined to make things work for you, and I feel like you're getting justice on the other side of this. And you can see the roses in this Magician card. I just wanted to, you know, point that out because I do feel like everything is coming up roses for you now. And I think that this is a chance for you to do things differently, and it's going to require you to move differently, to speak differently, to be open to new things. And I think ultimately, as a result of everything that's happened in the past, you're rebuilding your life and you're choosing better for yourself as a result of everything that's happened. And I think in that, there's this big energy coming in with you understanding that your body, your mind, and your soul are all connected. And so you understand that they're intertwined in the fact that like how your thoughts affect how you feel, and all of the things, they're how they intertwine with one another. And so I think that recognizing that is a big thing in terms of using this Magician to like manifest in your life. So you're understanding you want to feel confident, you want to feel loved, and all of these things. And so you speak to yourself more kindly, you speak to yourself in a gentle and loving way, and you speak to yourself in a positive manner. And so you're open to all of the possibilities that are coming in, and I do think that that puts you in a position to invite so much passion in. And I think that whatever comes in for you, Cancer, you will be inviting in, you know, a strong foundation and working with a strong foundation of friendship on whatever you're building with your partner. So the card that you got from the Romance Angels is to keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and opportunity. Or your usual type and expectations, excuse me. So just make sure that in working with your mind, your body, and your spirit, that you are healing some of these past wounds. You know, you got to feel it to heal it. So things that are coming up, feelings where you're feeling triggered by things, allowing yourself to heal those things, because that is the aspect that needs to happen in order for you to be able to fully open your heart to receive love, to give and to receive love in future relationships. And I think that at the heart of all of that, that will invite in that passion and that joy, and that is what's going to bring in new love for you. But again, it's all going to be different now. It's going to look different. It's going to feel different. And what is best for you, you might find from the past, it may completely differ now, where you understand that, gosh, that's not even attractive to me anymore. And so you might be noticing different things as you get yourself out there on the dating scene. So that's what that keep an open mind is about, because things that used to fly are no longer going to fly, and there will be a need for more boundaries and more self-love throughout that whole process. Moving into Scorpio, we have the 10 of Swords coming out. Now with this, Scorpio, I really feel this is like, you're over it. You're done. Stick a fork in me, I'm done, right? And so I feel like whatever is happening with you, Scorpio, this is the end. Okay, so if you're single, you are done being single. You are ready to start something new And when we talk about the swords, what would come next in the cycle? Once you get to the final, which is the 10, it goes back to the beginning. So it would come to the Ace of Swords, which would be a new beginning. So you're ready for your new beginning. You've gone through all of your lessons and you're done being single, right? Now, there is a hesitation to accept that new beginning, and I'll get to that in just a minute. For those of you that are not single, I feel that there is going to be a separation with you and your partner. I feel that this is related to a lot of different things. There's compounding issues. I do think that at the root of it, this is Scorpio's tendency to have difficulties at times being completely open with their partner. This inability to kind of open up has been perceived by your partner to be some sort of a lack of investment. They've lost interest, right? And I think that with all of that, that also adds to, not having enough chemistry to maintain the attraction between the two of you, because that also is necessary. And I think that at the root of all of that, the core of all of that, Scorpio really likes their sense of freedom. They like to not have this sense of fear of rejection so much, right? So they can come off to be, a little bit cold, a little bit distant at times. And so I do feel ultimately there could be somebody within your circle even that there's been some sort of a betrayal, right? Where maybe there was some cheating between you and your partner, and this person might have disclosed that to your partner, right? Or vice versa, where your partner might have cheated and somebody close to you might have discussed that with you, right? And so I feel like there's just a lot of he said, she said. So this is just all compounding. Like, it's just piling on one another. And so this is like, okay, I can't do this anymore. And it's time for me to just be done with this. And I feel like what comes in with that is this feeling of despair, right? When we look at that Ten of Swords, I just feel like there's this hopelessness with it. And so with this romance deck, this romance angels, we get for Scorpio to stay optimistic about your love life. And it says, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So when we talk about a Scorpio, we really want to talk about moving into something new. When we are, after you've done your healing, for those that are getting out of something, and then the singles that are ready to go in, we want to talk about embracing that new beginning, right? How to be open with that new beginning. And I think that with stepping into a new relationship or getting started into something new, I think that it's important for a Scorpio to maintain some sort of freedom within a relationship, because if it feels claustrophobic, it's probably not going to be doable. But I think, also because they don't want to feel dependent on the other person. But I think also with that, Scorpio needs to be with somebody who's very loyal to them. When they show loyalty, when they show confidence, all of this will give them some sort of an incentive or an initiative to try to work a little bit more, to be open about their feelings, and to try to commit to that person. So make sure that that is at the forefront of what you're looking for in a partner. If your partner is able to make you feel comfortable around them, so where you feel as though you can be open and honest, and that's something that you might actively have to work toward too. That's going to take a conscious effort on your part as well, to make sure that you're opening up about your past experiences, what you're still working with in terms of healing through things that you've gone through. Because if you're sitting in a space that, gosh, this always ends this way, it's probably going to end that way again if you're not changing how you work within that dynamic. So just be mindful and be sure to keep yourself open to love throughout all of that, and not to bring things from the past into your current experience. So great read here for our water signs. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're looking for your own personal read, I'd love to be able to do that for you. You can go ahead and book a session with me at the square site pinned in the description box below, or you can hit me up in the messenger on my Facebook, Enchanted Emerald, or you can simply email me at enchantedemeraldny@gmail.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care.